back into regular session.
And the executive session pertains to the Kennedy Pharmacy building.
We just need a motion to come out.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have a motion to come out of the executive? And
Come on, Ronnie.
we have a successfully meeting. It was close. Okay, and you second. Okay. All in favor, raise your right hand. Okay.
See, Leslie had got that down. I've got that down. When I need a motion or a second, I'll sit there and look at one of the commissioners.
Now we know the rules for you.
I am in flight there. Okay, we need a motion on the other item.
Well, I'll make a motion that on the Kennedy Pharmacy renovation sale and lease discussions that we table that until we get Martha gets more information.
Okay. Do we have a second on that?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor, raise your right hand. Okay. Now we need to go back to our meeting. The second item was open forum. Do we have anything we need to discuss? Our meeting last night that we had was, I enjoyed it. I think we had a lot of.
And I apologize for not being that much.
And we talked bad about our county.
I was running late and I was giving.
That's not
I went on.
It was a really good meeting.
Yeah, it was.
One thing on the open forum, and y'all have it at the back of your deal, custom homes in Snyder, and it's just these pictures here and some of the homes. This is a group. It's in the back of, looking at where you're at, the very back.
When you say back, I thought I
I'm
went
sorry,
back.
back of your particular folder stuff.
Where you're open to.
Yes, this is some housing situations they're having in Sweetwater and Snyder. This company is called Custom Homes and T Venture. Anyway, they're doing some plots in Snyder and Sweetwater in preparation of the oil field business coming in. I went over there to Snyder. These are some homes that they have. This is a 2-bedroom. They're calling it kind of man camp, but it's not. This 2-bedroom had a little kitchen. Y'all don't have this picture. These are just some I had. Homes that they have. Anyway, this particular gentleman, Dave Ferguson, I had given them my card because we're always talking about housing. These are houses that are built in South Dakota and they transport them down here. This is like kind of a little semi-apartment type deal, a little bedroom, bath in each one. This one is 2 bedrooms, bedroom here and here, kitchen, bathroom in the middle. And then this company also does 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses. They want to come talk to us. We're always talking about we need housing in Aspermont. They need plots of land. Snyder has 156 acres that they bought just south of Snyder about putting in homes. And they will work with us to make sure that we have the right structure, the infrastructure, the water, this type of deal. But I think this is something that could be very easily done here in Aspermont. So I just want y'all to be aware of this possibility. IDC will be getting the same information, but they were talking about subdivisions last night at this meeting, and this could be some type of a subdivision here that we might just think about eventually. So just to give y'all some idea, these people will be coming to talk to us hopefully.
Sooner the better?
Yes, and they sent me this, I was impressed. They called me yesterday. This Dave Ferguson called me yesterday. Said we're expecting a large growth in population, and this will be a great step to accommodate our employers and employees. And so
Who wants to lose financing this?
They do a lot of their own financing, as far as I understand. I don't know. I mean, that's just saying that.
They build it and then they put it up for sale or lease?
Yes, yes. I mean, it's just.
Do you know any? You heard Cody or anyone talk about this?
No, I haven't. I have seen like a new little subdivision thing when you're going into Snyder there. It's right off to the right when you're going into Snyder, and it's cute as a bug. Like there's cars all in there, and
You know, Snyder and Sweetwater, they're really, Colorado City, I think even has some of these houses.
And a lot of builders do that, you know, they develop their own thing and then they put it up for sale.
Well, I'll tell you what, of course, there's a well going, and they might probably know a lot more about this than I do, but they're drilling a well over Kent County right now. Drilling one over here at Oak Lord. If those, this slant or whatever they call that horizontal road, if those two wells both play out, they're gonna fill this area up to clean. And that's us.
They're talking about on the Klein Shell that they're seeing how far it goes. And that's what the Oak Glory well, the Kent County, we're on the outskirts of. But then they also are talking about that.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, we might be more than we know, but again, like they were talking about last night, if we're not ready, you can count on them to keep going.
That's right.
Well, the thing of it is that the drilled 5 wells down on the south end of that thing. They've not. There's 3 of them that's made good wells. 2 of them not so good. And they think that that the real pay on this thing's going to be further north. So they're going to be moving back up to Shannon. That's the purpose for those 2 wells to see, to kind of get a bracket. And I'm sitting here, you know, so please make those 2 good. Because if those 2 are good, they're going to fill up the space in between.
Well, they're off that well. I don't know what, talked to, Bob Bird, works for Buddy Baldridge, works with Buddy Baldridge up there. He said the rig is gone. He didn't know what the results were.
Yeah, I know. About all I know about it is it destroyed 8 miles of county road. And
oh, really?
Yeah. The commissioner, one of the commissioners up there was really wringing his hands on how to fix that road back now. They tore that up.
Moving along.
Yeah, moving on. I'm sorry.
Do we have anything else in open forum that we need?
Get them up here. Let's talk to them.
Okay. Anything else? Let's go to the meetings, minutes of the last meeting.
Okay. I didn't get this to y'all earlier. I'll read them to you right quick if you want me to. If y'all want to take the time to read it, it's up to y'all. You read it?
So what did happen with the double reservoir project?
It's still there. We've seen all the paperwork and haven't heard anything else. But that's again like that meeting last night. We need somebody to say this is something important we've got to talk about.
I think that's going to be Gary.
Yeah, I think so. The invocation was given by Leslie. The meeting was called to order at 7:44 a.m. by Leslie. Invocation given by Leslie Cheney. Subjects discussed were Double Mountain Reservoir Project, Klein Shell Prospects, and youth sports. Minutes were read by Martha. Correction was made on number 8. The date should be February instead of March. Motion was made by Ronnie to accept minutes with correction. Second by John. Motion carried. Financial report was presented. Gary made a motion to accept the report. Seconded by Mary. Motion carried. Director's report was presented by Martha. Bills were listed. Ronnie stated that the EDC's tax exempt status should be acknowledged by each vendor. Ronnie made a motion to accept the bills and pay them. Mary made the second. Motion carried. Audit report was given to the board members. The office awning needs to be painted. Ken and Rusty will paint it. Mary made the motion to get it painted. Gary seconded the motion. Motion carried. Tony Expresso requested that they have permission to put an entranceway between the main dining area and the new space. They will pay for the work. John made a motion to allow the work to be done. Ronnie seconded. Motion carried. Ken and Rusty will begin work on the roofs to fix leaks. Kennedy Pharmacy has been viewed for the location of a prospective business. Electrical work throughout the building is needed. If a business wants to rent the space, they will need to talk to the entire board so a plan for renovations can be made. Bids for electrical work need to be advertised. Martha will get the ads published in the Stonewall County Courier and other papers. A grant proposal concerning alternative energy available through State Energy Conservation Office. Kirk Besselman with Hydrostar Energy LLC presented the information to Martha. He would write the grant proposal to SECO. If the grant is awarded, the next stage would be to determine the cost and location of adding wind turbines to EDC buildings and the City Hall. Ronnie and Gary stated that the county had dealt with SECO previously and had never been reimbursed for their energy improvements. Gary made a motion to accept Kurt's grant proposal, but no money would be given at this time. John made the second. Motion carried. Mary made a motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:45 a.m.
Do we need any corrections, amendments? Motion to approve the minutes as read.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor? Okay.
we got our QuickBooks in order, so y'all also have not only this sheet that basically tells you how much money we've spent and what we have in our accounts. Y'all do now have a profit and loss summary of each month from October through March. And I will really enjoy this because when I look at it, it is unreal how much money we have spent, and I feel like I haven't been a good steward of our money, but we will work on that. A lot of it, we've had projects, we've done quite a bit. Just to let y'all know, we did get the awning painted. After they got it looking, we went ahead and let them paint the building, put a fresh coat of paint on our building because it looked pretty rough. So our building is painted. They're going to be working on the roofs. They have ordered stuff for the tar is what they're going to end up having to put on the roof because the foam stuff was a whole lot more expensive. We have a few more things left on the new beauty shop or new beauty hair shop. We still got to do the plumbing for her pedicure, which is it has to be drained and all that, so we got to do a little bit more plumbing on that, and then install a vent for her nails because it's a little potent. So, and just on this from last meeting on this grant through SECO, the IDC did not want to do it, and the city said if the IDC doesn't, I mean, we wouldn't be getting anything out of it, so we told them no completely. So we didn't even do the grant.
I think that's right. His past experience has anything.
So that was, and the other business that had contacted us about the Kennedy Pharmacy, not any of the ones that we have discussed, but you know, somebody that had come in and approached us about a new business coming back into town. They gave me a number to call them about it. I tried to call and it wasn't even the guy. It was a guy that had come in talking about it, and this girl says, you know, it was a different number. So he has never contacted me back about trying to reinstate a business back in town. So that one fell through.
The equipment repairs, is that the $4,133?
That was in October. That was our air conditioner.
That was air conditioner.
Yes. And your deals it's each month, and that first one's the October. The last one in your packet here is for March. This is what we spent in March.
So you went all the way back.
Yes, we put everything in this year in QuickBooks, so it would print out each month what we've expended. So it's the very last, and I started to put it on, March on the top, but I put it on the back.
So the building repairs and maintenance, is that materials or is that labor? Where's your labor cost?
Building and repairs is mainly under the labor. The labor is under that contract labor, is how she has it listed, but I think I'm going to change it because if you'll notice in, let's see, in December's deal, she had, and Becky's the one that set this up, Becky Roberts, our accountant. She put like under rental of 612 South Washington, she has capital improvements, contract labor, utilities. And that's kind of what we're going to have to do under this building is the contract labor, because it's not broken up enough. And so we're going to have to change that. I just need to add a new deal under there.
Well, here's contract labor in February, $1,574. So I guess it is more.
It's in December too, contract labor.
But that's under our rent property. But under this building, and that's what she's trying to do is break it up per rental property.
Oh, okay.
But under this building, it's a general building.
This is a 604.
We're 620. We're 620. This building is 620.
Oh, okay.
604 is Susan's. It's 600 and 604, or maybe it's 604, 66, 612, 616, 620, 32, and 40.
Oh, and this is getting away from this, just saying, just a quick one. Are we ever going to do anything with that front building? Or is it just going to sit there?
The closet,
rent, yeah.
They are paying rent. she is about to get back into it, yes. She has been working on the floor, she's been painting the floor. Again, she's had a lot of issues with her dad, but yes, she's ready to get back in it.
We should be in the business, promoting business, not just a storage closet.
Right,
And
right.
that's kind of what that's been now for about a year and a half or 2 years.
About a year, and how long she's had her dad, but yeah, that is hopefully
she's
will
got
be
him
going.
back.
He's back at home, but he's better, and she has a little bit more, medical help. You know, the people are coming in to help her so she can get out, and so that should be coming back up within the next month or so.
What do we need to do to get our liquor account built back up? I mean, we're starting to get that thing depleted down
It is,
pretty low.
yes, and like this month, our sales tax is like 2 months behind. So when we got it in March, it was really like January's sales tax. So this was very low, this month was very low. Because we've been running between the 5 and 6, and see like, this was 4,600.
46 times.
So, I mean, this is anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 less. The thing of it is we are through with all of our big projects other than the roof. Roland was supposed to order the tar for that, and he was gonna pay for part of it. But we're, and that's gonna run, I'm thinking it's around $1,200.
Why is we too much behind on it? It doesn't normally run that way, does it?
I don't know.
Maybe the city's not. No, it should be much.
Ken and Rusty had that, just because of the footage and everything of how much it is. I mean, the phone was a whole lot more expensive, and just because of all of that.
Why are taxes too much behind?
That's just how it is statewide.
Is it always?
So whatever taxes they collect this month, say, in March, we won't get it until May.
Right. I mean, that's just how it kinda
Has
seems
to
to
come
be.
back, has to come back to the state from the comptroller's office.
But
in
you
the
should
city
be
and in the
getting a
city.
tax check every month.
We do get one every month.
Oh, okay.
But this shows you the sales tax that was paid in January.
Oh, okay.
No, we get one every month. That's
Okay.
never a problem. We always get it around the 15th.
Okay.
I'm just saying that's how much sales tax Stonewall County or City
What we
collected
received
in
in
January.
February, which was about $1,700 more,
Yeah,
was the December sales tax.
yes. And this is the lowest we've had in a long time. The good thing on May and April, this Rock and Rib Fest, supposedly all the hotels are booked already, the RVs booked up. They have a lot of stuff that's gonna be coming in. We should be having some good sales tax for this month because of that. And Susan is behind on her rent, but she will be paying it this month, will be caught up this month.
Or do we have any kind of estimate what it's gonna take to do these roofs? I mean, you said $1,200 on material. This, as you and I have discussed, this labor sometimes looks to me like really getting out of hand.
It is,
And
it
we
is.
need to start kind of pushing those projects along.
And it might be, the only thing that I can say is, that we can only pay this much money for labor. They are keeping timesheets. I do have them down to where they're keeping a timesheet.
Should it be per project instead of per hour?
Yeah, it just seemed like to me we took a long time after one of this building. I don't know,
Yeah.
that just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Well, let's get this roof finished and let's regroup and.
And just kind of pull in.
Yeah, we need to, that's what I have to do.
Yeah, that's what, I You know, until we get this, our regular account built back up some, we're gonna have to kinda slack off some of this. But, again, and it's been, I know not hard, but we've had water for the last 36 hours, and you noticed any leaks in the water?
No. But again, I mean, it's, you know, and it's not a lot of repair, you know, it's mainly around the pipes and stuff like that.
But that's gonna take, for this building?
That's
or-
all the way down,
All the way, how far down?
all the way down to the WKNs,
Okay.
except for the middle building, Dorothy's is the only one we're not doing.
Okay.
Are you doing Rollins?
He's gonna pay part of his,
Okay.
he will be paying it.
Do we need, a motion to accept financial report?
I so moved.
Second. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, raise your right hand.
Who's
Okay.
watching?
What we got now?
The next is the director's report.
Report.
Basically, I was just discussing the different meetings I went to. It seemed like that's all I did last night was go to meetings. The Von Weir with the governor's office that discussed the Texas Economic Development Bank, he really emphasized that, like if EDC or IDC has a big project like this renovation, if we were to do a renovation on the Kennedy Pharmacy, to borrow money through them. That way you keep your bulk of your own business money in town for your other stuff. But it's at a low interest also. And in the long run, I mean, you're saving money, or not saving money, but you're
Freeing money up.
yeah, you're freeing your money up. So that's something that, you know, if we ever decide to do this renovation that would be something that I would suggest that we look at. John Powell with the USDA discussed the rebegs, which is what we have in our loan projects. And then Bill Lavers from the EDC in Snyder talked about how Snyder is growing, how they've put in a plastic plant, plastic pipes, they do the tubes, and how it's grown and how they're constantly looking for different ways of expanding in Snyder. Again, the Custom Touch Homes in Snyder, what they have going on. Mary Everett went with me over to over to Hamlin to the Texas Midwest Luncheon over there. Katie Alford with the Community Foundation of Abilene discussed how if we were to start a foundation here in Aspermont, you could use your local contributions here in Aspermont. They do all the paperwork. The Abilene Foundation would do all the paperwork, make sure everything's filed correctly. Kind of like where you have you keep your principal and then you can not loan out, but have some scholarships, fundraisers, whatever. Anyway, foundation, that was something that, I'm not explaining it well, but that was an interesting discussion. And then Four Winds RC&D is continuing to do matching grants. Right now they're saying $250 per county. They hope to go back up to $500, and there's some money that's being distributed through state rural conservation and development corporations that possibly will get each county $500 for matching grants. And so I'll be doing a grant for sending in a grant application for the youth sports for $250. And then it's just kind of making sure that there's $250 to match it, which they have. The QuickBooks is set up, and again, Blue Beauty has started. Christine started her business. Started yesterday, was her first full day, and she has some walk-ins and some appointments, and she's really seems to be excited. So. And she was here all day. I mean, I was, for somebody that didn't have anybody, a customer every day, every minute, she was here all day. So, excited about that business thing.
I hear another business closed down, so we may need a place to in there.
That's right.
I've been hearing that, but I've been trying to block it.
Well, we have a good lady next
Who
door
would
that will do the hair.
close down in such a good market?
I don't know.
Probably
Probably is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on.
I just did it to free up my time so I could help
Okay.
build our community.
Okay. There you go.
She will be able to attend our meeting.
Another business
And
to
she's
pick up
also
the
quick on
slack.
her feet.
Okay, bills to be
Bill, I
paid.
do not have a list of those, I do not have a list in it, so y'all don't even have to bother looking. It's, right now, it's just electric and the phone and, water. Oh, on the water, that is one concern. The city had turned off, supposedly had turned off the water at our old office. So when Christine went to turn it back on, or get it turned back on, there's like 15,000 gallons had gone through it. Well, we've used it because we put in a water heater, done all of that. So we'll be having to pay that bill, but they will work with us to, I don't know how big the bill is. And they were quite concerned that it's like, well, it's supposed to be turned off, that water's gone through it. It's like, I don't know who turned it back on or if it was ever turned off or whatever. I just know they had a final reading and then they have a new reading, 15,000 gallons difference. But that's 6 months.
They didn't cut it off at the final reading.
Probably, but it's been like 6 months.
Or they misread it.
Or Ken has turned it back on to use it for something and then turn it off.
Right, and we, and I don't know if he turned it on. I haven't seen Ken since we found this out, but I'm just saying.
15,000 gallons seems like an awful lot of water just to put up a hot water heater.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll have to.
We don't have a hot tub in there or anything like that. Big one.
Not that I know of.
That is a separate, it's on its own
Yes.
meter, and that, you're talking about our old office.
Yes, I mean, they have a meter, Susan's has a
Do any
meter.
faucets dripping or?
Not that I know of. The toilet has run off and on, but I thought that was fixed, so I don't think it's running 15,000 gallons. So, anyway, we'll have to, but that's like a 6 months period too. From October to now.
6 months, and that's different.
It's like, that's when we left out of that office in October, and that's when they were supposed to be turned it off.
That's
So
still
now.
2,000 gallons over a month.
So,
If that's a leak, that's a pretty healthy leak.
right, so,
But a commode or something can do that.
anyway. But I think, no, because I know they've had the water turned, they did have the water turned off. So I don't know, we're just gonna have to find out what's
Yeah,
going on
that's-
on that.
that's
So,
still on top of that.
but that's the water situation, so, but that's the only
But
big.
if we don't have any bills, how do we vote to pay the bill?
Well, do we vote to pay the utility bills and anything else that comes in, hold them till our next meeting, is that? I need to pay the utility bills anyway.
Yeah, we gotta keep that.
Lights on and water flowing, I guess.
And we have not received our electric bills either. We don't get them till after the 3rd, and that's today. They don't usually come in until the 3rd.
Well, do we have a motion to pay our utilities and monthly bills?
I would make a motion to pay the utilities and current bills that we have now.
Right now, we don't have anything in, we haven't received anything other than.
Well, we either do that now, or we have to call a special meeting, because we don't need to be late paying our bills.
No.
Do we have a second on the motion?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay, all in favor,
You
raise
can't.
your hand.
She's slowing down, isn't she?
I'm telling you.
This meeting's getting
She's still
long.
thinking about that other deal.
Yeah, I really am gonna have to go.
I'm afraid I may have started something there, because I'm gonna get one of these.
Okay, we pretty well discussed the other two items, the Kennedy Pharmacy and the youth sports contribution, that you were.
The youth sports, they were just saying that they need, the whole thing to fix everything up was around $10,000. And so.
They have options, so I
They
don't
have
know, we
options.
need to get involved in, that's just my opinion. There are
Besides
some
the
options
little
there.
grant thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can do the grant.
And we may have to revisit that, I don't know,
The county has made available $2,750 to them.
so they got a good start.
So, they need to send us a bill if they really want something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, do we have anything else? If not, I'm
Make a motion.
entertaining the motion.
Make motion on number 9.
Okay. Have a second? Was that you? All in favor?
See, you didn't even have to look at me on that one.
Okay, I appreciate it, Martha.
Thank you.